We welcome you to the Moiso Family Pavilion on the campus of Santa Margarita Catholic High School for round one of the CIF Boys Basketball Division I State Tournament. Tonight, the Mission Bay Buccaneers take on the Santa Margarita Eagles. Hello everyone, I'm PJ Higgins alongside Jacob Ashley. We expect a great game tonight and one that will be competitive. Jacob, SM won in dramatic fashion over the Chino Hills in overtime, and for Mission Bay, they lost to Torrey Pines 81-70. What do you expect tonight?
Don't let that last loss deceive you. This team is very good. They're very explosive. They have some sharpshooters on their team, and we should see a very high-paced back-and-forth game between these two teams.
Like Jacob said, a very high-paced game. Lots of competitive action going on here tonight at the Moiso Family Pavilion. Here, as we get ready for the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance.
We also remind you that the officials here tonight are men and women who are neutral and have been selected on the basis of expertise, fairness, and integrity.
Here we go with here in the Moiso Pavilion tonight as both teams strapped up. Santa Margarita Eagles coming off an exciting win against Chino Hills. They have an overall 23-10 record, as Mission Bay has a 18-12 overall record. They finished 7-4 in league, as Santa Margarita finished 2-3 in league. Lots of fun for Division I Southern Section basketball today. Very excited to be here as we will get ready for the singing of our national anthem. Awesome job by one of Santa Margarita's very own students as she sang the national anthem here tonight at the Moiso Pavilion. As we get ready for the opening warm-ups, we do have Leia Sakakini as our sideline reporter, who we will be hearing from later on tonight.
First introducing our designated visiting team versus the reserves. Jason Ramos. Evan Ogwong.
We have Evan Ogwong. Trey Taylor from Mission Bay. Yvonne Lopez. Nicholas Huncher. DJ Ralston. Anthony Stuff. And Sean Edwards as Mission Bay's starting lineup. And now we get ready for the Santa Margarita Eagles starting lineup.
Now let's meet the reserves for the Santa Margarita Eagles. Jake Blazona.
And here we have Jake Blazona. As they introduce the whole team. as Aldo Luis Ortiz. Is Pablo Balflore, Tyler Hanna. They have Courtney Shun. And now we here have the starting lineups alternating by team. You have a 6'1" senior guard, Andre Scott for Mission Bay. And then from Santa Margarita, we have 6'2", CeeLo Robbins. And then from Mission Bay, we have 6'2", junior guard, Savon Davis. And then from Santa Margarita, 6' senior guard, Kendall McHugh. From Mission Bay, 6'2", Jay Norton. And then from Santa Margarita, 6'7" senior, Jake Kyman. From Mission Bay, 6'7" senior, Ronnie Latnin. And then from Santa Margarita, 6'8" senior, Max Agbonpolo. And then from Mission Bay at 5'10", correct that, 6'3", senior point guard, number 5, Boogie Elias. And then forward for Santa Margarita Catholic High School, Shazing Lee, and that is your starting lineup for tonight's Division I Southern Section game. As we are here at Moiso Pavilion looking for lots of competitive action tonight. Eagles Nest brought their full force tonight as Coach Reinhardt gets his team ready with a little pep talk. Super excited to be here. Jake, what is your expectations for the game tonight?
Well, my expectation is that the Eagles will come out swinging. They can oversize this team very easily, and I think that's what they'll get him. But the Mission Bay does have Ronnie Latting at 6'7", and he could very easily overpower Bigley as well.
Santa Margarita had a very dramatic fashion overtime win last Saturday. It was as they beat Chino Hills. Does that game give them a lot of confidence coming into this game tonight?
Oh yeah, for sure. Making a comeback like that, like they did against Chino Hills in overtime, definitely boosts this team morale a ton. This should be an exciting game against Mission Bay as they're looking to get a win here too.
What do you think is going to be the Eagles' best go-to for tonight to beat Mission Bay?
Well, it's got to be Max and Jake as always. They're just gonna have to oversize their smaller guards at an average about 6'2". Jake and Max are 6'7", 6'8" respectively, and I think they'll just overpower and oversize the other guards of Mission Bay.
Well, here we go with round 1 of the Southern Section State Championship. Tonight we have Max Agbonpolo tipping off for the Eagles against number 15, as the Eagles will end up with the first starting position. As Kendall McHugh starts with the ball tonight, here we go. Max dumps it over to Jake, into Sela. Sela on the outside perimeter, over to Kendall McHugh. As he gets it over to Max, lots of ball movement on the Eagles side. Jake drives inside the paint, pull-up shot, gets it, and gets the and one right there, as Jake will be going to the line for his shot tonight.
That was incredibly good ball movement there by the Eagles. It's exactly what you wanted, giving Jake that easy and one and an easy three-point play. That's just what you need to start off a game like this.
It seems like the Eagles, their key to the season all year long has just been lots of ball movement and getting the ball around. And how important is it to be able to get in the paint and get a foul like Jake did right there? It's
incredibly important. When you get an and one like that, it just boosts the whole team's morale and can lead to some frustrations on the other end of the ball too for the other team, so it helps all around.
Sela with some aggressive defense right there as Mission Bay will inbound the ball. Eagles leading 3-0 here early in this first quarter. Lots of action coming your way. As Mission Bay dumps it off with a nice three-pointer from the outside. Couldn't get that one to fall. Shazing Lee with the rebound as Kyman has the ball in his hands now. And he gets over to Max. At the top, Max drives inside the paint, gets it almost, but was able to get the draw the foul. Max was able to score the winning basket in Chino Hills in overtime, and he had a good game that game. How important is it for him to have a great game tonight?
Max is a key part of this Eagles offense and defense, and if he doesn't do well, it's hard for the team to do well. So when he does really well, the team excels, like he did in the Chino game.
As we've mentioned a bunch of times this year, Max is committed to USC. He missed his first free throw of the night. Right there, the score is 3-0. Santa Margarita on top. And he misses his second one. 2 big free throws right there as Mission Bay drives with an outside 3. Couldn't get that one to fall. As it seems like there's a foul on Max Agmong-Polo. Push off inside the paint.
You can't give these guys open shots like this. They have some dangerous shooters, and they can make them at any point, so the Eagles defense needs to be very careful here.
And a nice little shot right there. Couldn't get that one to fall. Mission Bay with the offensive rebound. And a deep 3 by number 5 as he was able to get that one to sink down. Scores 3-3. Eagles attack on offense. Max with a pull-up 3. Couldn't get that one to go. Mission Bay racing down the court. Dump off 3. And Mission Bay looks to reset, get a play going. Eagles Nest out here bringing the energy as they couldn't get that one to fall. Celia Robbins with the defensive rebound gives it over to Kendall McHugh as he passes out to Max. Max back over to Celia in the Kendall's hands. Kendall with a pull-up 3, able to get that one to go. Great ball movement by the Eagles right there.
Yeah, Kendall's a very dangerous shooter. You can't leave him open too. We also saw with the Mission Bay team, one of their players hit a very deep 3, and that's what I was talking about. You need to be very concerned about that Eagles defense.
Kendall's a senior here, first-year player at Santa Margarita as he transferred here over the summer. He's had an outstanding season, and he was a great addition to the team this year.
For sure, he's been a big part of the Eagles offense this year. An incredible shooter, an incredible talent, and the Eagles are definitely going to miss him next year.
They'll definitely have to pull in some transfers and find a spot.
For sure.
As Mission Bay will inbound the ball, be able to get that one up. Big lead with the rebound right there. As the Eagles will reset on offense.
Big Lee just overpowered that man with his size right there. Couldn't get anything right there.
His size, definitely one of his best advantages. As Max pulls up with a 3 right there. Couldn't get that one to fall. JD, were you surprised that Big Lee kicked it out on that one?
Not really. Big Lee is a big man, but Ronnie Ladding right there, he's also very big. He and Magic Big Lee in the sheer width as well, so they're equally strong probably. Great shot, a better shot.
Great shot by Kendall McEwen right there as he increases the lead 8-3 over Mission Bay. Mission Bay back on offense with a nice pull-out 3 right there. Couldn't get that one to fall. Max Agmong-Polo with an off defensive rebound as he drives down the court with lots of intensity, lots of speed. Jake Kyman driving inside the paint. Got the foul on that one, though.
You can kind of see this team's game plan already kind of playing out right here. They're taking a lot of deep 3s. That's what they want, but because that's what the Eagles defense is giving them, and they're not allowing anything inside. So the Eagles are going to have to start hitting some shots on the outside as well. Yeah, Mission Bay seems like they really like that right side corner 3. They've shot it about 3 times tonight. Yeah. Haven't been successful on it though yet. That shouldn't be a problem for them though, because shots don't fall in the beginning. You just got to get warmed up, and shots start falling for both teams soon. Yeah, once they get that shot going, they can be very, very lethal and dangerous. Absolutely. That's where the Eagles will have to step up and play that competitive defense. Kyman makes it his 2 for 2 on the free throws right there as Tyler Hanna checked in for Big Lee. And Jake Blazona checked in. Yeah, fresh legs already getting. What's the strategy to that with the already substituting and getting those guys in? Well, we can see Big Lee. Gets tired often pretty easily. He's a big guy, and having that added benefit of Tyler with his deadly 3-point shooting and Jake Blazona coming in for Sela. He's a very good ball handler, scrappy defender, and coach wants to reserve his starters as much as he can so they aren't too tired later.
Yeah, Jake Blazona, a sophomore, just had a nice little season going on for him. As there's a travel right there. Mission Bay will start with the ball. Eagles lead 10-3 over Mission Bay with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Game is already flying by. Good ball movement by Mission Bay. Just got to get a couple of shots knocked down. Eagles playing really good defense here tonight as they drive inside the paint, dumps it outside, and he puts it inside the paint, was able to get a foul on Tyler Hanna right there. As number 15, Ronnie Lagden will be going to the line. As you've mentioned Ronnie's name a couple of times tonight, you seem really high on him. He seems like a really good player here. Can you give your thoughts on him?
Well, he's definitely going to be their biggest asset. He's definitely going to be their biggest asset right here, as he's one of the biggest guys in the team, and he's their only hope of overpowering Big Lee. So he needs to cherish these moments when he's getting covered by Hanna and overpower him with the size.
Aldo Luis Ortiz checks in for Kendall right here, as the Eagles are getting a lot of subs in, getting their starters rest.
Just like in the Chino game, you're definitely going to need those guys for later in case this is another overtime thriller.
Which would be very exciting here tonight.
Most definitely.
As he goes for 1 for 2 on his free throws right there. Eagles lead 10-4. Jake Blazona over to Jake Kyman, with long pass over the Max Ogban Polo. Back to Kyman, as he had a good move right there. Good ball movement on the Eagles side. Tyler Hanna with the ball. Gets it into Jake. Jake setting up the offense right here as they've got 12 on the shot clock. Over the Max, inside the Aldo, pull up. Couldn't get that one to fall.
I don't know if that's the shot Aldo wanted, that fadeaway jumper. It would have been better if he would have gone just straight into the man, so he could have drawn the contact and maybe gotten a couple free throws.
Yeah. Eagles will inbound the ball right here as Aldo gets it. Gives it over to Max. Max back over to Jake. Jake over the Max. Max pull up 3. Couldn't get that one to fall. He's been 0 for 4 on that shot tonight. Do you think that getting these shots early in will get Max going?
Yeah, it's definitely shooting's all about getting into a rhythm. You know, once Max starts feeling the shot, once he makes a couple, he'll start hitting those on the outside as well.
Just like in the Chino game, Jake Kyman, he was struggling shooting that night, and he was the one that sent that game in the overtime.
Yeah, I read the other day that he only had 15 points, but those were very valuable 15 points with that, like you said, with that game-sealing 3 at the very end right there. So we should see that from him later too.
As Mission hit, ooh, nice pull-up 3 right there. As he kisses to the crowd.
Yeah, that was Boogie Ellis right there. Their whole starting lineup is full of shooting threats, so the Eagles definitely need to be careful.
Aldo over to Jake. Jake with a nice pump fake 3. Couldn't get that one to fall though. How nice would that have been?
That is just brutal when you see an amazing pump fake like that go to waste when you miss it.
Yeah.
It's still an incredible move. He got 2 guys jumping in the air. It just shows you how the fear that Jake Cummins brings.
Yeah, he'll hit that shot. He'll hit that shot later on. Eagles playing great defense right here as they've got the Eagles nest all fired up. As Mission Bay drives inside the paint, was able to get the foul. Is number 2, Andre Scott, will be going to the line.
Yeah, that good defense will definitely rile up the Eagles nest. That's what they want to see. Good stops for the Eagles right there.
Just can't allow these guys get into the line.
For sure, every point matters, including free throws. So the Eagles, when they get their opportunities at the line, they need to hit them.
Need to make those shots. I mean, those will come to haunt you later on, or they'll come to help you out.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Max dumps it inside to Aldo. Max back over to Jake. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter as this game is flying by. Oh, turnover right there as Santa Margarita got out to a 10-3 lead, and now Mission Bay cuts it.
It's like a blocking foul right there. It's gonna stay with Mission Bay. That was a risky pass by Max. You've seen him, they let him get away with the skip passes across the court a lot, but they're just not gonna let it slide now, so the Eagles have to be careful that they don't make dumb decisions like that by doing skip passes like that.
Eagles got off to a hard start, or got off to a fast start as they scored 10 right off the bat, and they were up to 10-3 at one point. And now the lead is cut down to 2 as SM leads 10-8 over the Buccaneers. Although Luis Ortiz is in as he inbounded the ball right there, and he's really played some great basketball this year, as he is a sophomore. Jake Hyman with a pull-up jump shot right there. Big Lee on the offensive rebound and was able to get that to go in, and that's how you use your size.
For sure, when you outsize pretty much your entire opponent, then that's what you got to use it for, just overpowering on the inside.
Great defense by the Eagles right there as they were able to get the stop. And Big Lee was able to come up with a defensive rebound. Aldo inside the Big Lee. Big Lee out to Kendall. Kendall over the Aldo. Juggle pass on that right there. Kyman set it up right here as he uses his great ball handling skills as he gets fouled on the play right there.
I don't know if you noticed it right there, but Aldo was just about to make a skip pass to Jake, but the guy almost picked it off, so he hesitated and waited for an opening. That's just great basketball IQ right there. Just shows you the valuable minutes that Aldo brings to this team.
Yeah, really good basketball IQ. As Sela inbounds the ball to Kendall, as Aldo checked out for Sela Robbins. Kendall drives inside the paint over the Big Lee, and what a great pass that was right there.
That was incredible. He just drew the defense towards him and just dumped it off to the big man, Big Lee.
As we talked, Kendall a great asset to his team as he already has 5 points here. Closing in on the first quarter as we've got 30 seconds left. And Buccaneers couldn't get that one to fall. Kendall with the defensive rebound, as they're gonna try and set up here for the last shot to close out this quarter. After the quarter ends, we'll be going to a commercial break. Kyman with a pull-up 3 right there, wasn't able to get that one to fall. As the Buccaneers try to get a shot off and couldn't get that one to go.
Yeah, the Eagles don't need to be fretting right now because the Mission Bay could come back with some quick shots right here.
The Eagles got up over the Mission Bay Buccaneers, a 10-3 lead before Mission Bay was able to fight back and make it 10-8. And now the Eagles lead it 14-8. We're gonna step aside for our first timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
No, I don't know, I'm scared. I mean,
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Welcome back to Moiso Pavilion as we get things kick-started right here in the second quarter. As Mission Bay starts off with the ball here in the second quarter. Eagles lead 14-8 over the Buccaneers. Lots of intensity here in this game. Lots of great defense being played. Lots of great shots that are getting synced in. Two great teams going at it here in Division I Southern Section of the CIF Tournament Championship. Mission Bay trying to get something going here on offense with lots of ball movement. Strictly on the outside perimeter as they try and drive inside the paint. It was able to get that one to go. Number 5, Andre Scott. Huge dunk by Max Ogbonkpolo right there. Great transition for the Eagles.
That's an incredible momentum shift. When Max gets those big dunks, that riles the Eagles nest up and just brings down the morale of the other team. It's incredibly dangerous.
It really does fire up the crowd.
For sure.
Big lead with a great defensive rebound right there as Max goes down to the paint again. Pass over to Sela. Kendall McEwen called with the travel right there.
That's rough. You hate to see that when you're playing and then you just go off too fast and you don't take a dribble. That's so rough, but it's the rules.
Number 14, Jack McColsky has just checked into the game to give Sela a little bit of rest time. Eagles playing some aggressive defense here tonight. It seems like they've got the Buccaneers a little bit rallied up on it. Playing with lots of intensity tonight.
For sure, I can tell in this second quarter they're trying to definitely bring up the tempo, push the ball down, as we see. So we'll wait to see what happens with this leads for the Eagles offense.
Jake Hyman drives inside the paint. Got a foul on that one right there. The foul was called on number 3, Savion Davis.
These fouls are just going to start racking up for Mission Bay as they look at one of the best shooters on the team, over a 90% free throw shooter to the line more. That's dangerous, especially if he makes them.
Wasn't able to get that one to go, as we've talked about earlier today in our broadcast here tonight, that the free throws will come back to haunt you.
For sure. Just one, you could lose the game by 1 and it'll all be just by free throws. You could shoot 5 for 12.
Great defense by Kendall right there as Jake is able to get in with a nice right-handed layup as the Eagles go up 18-10 over the Buccaneers. Hyman leading the scoring with 7 points.
That was an absolutely incredible move by Jake, faking it to the left and then going up with the right. It's just what you want to see.
Max with the defensive rebound right there as he dumps it over to Jake. Pass intercepted as Mission Bay pull up 3 right there and was able to capitalize off that great defensive play. Cuts the lead to 5.
Those lobs are very, very risky. It just leads to picks like that. But
Max with a nice alley-oop. Great assist by Jake Hyman right there.
Wow, they took complete advantage of the press right there with the one man being Ronnie Ladding back there. It was just an easy lob from Jake to Max, and that's incredible, causing a timeout and destroying Mission Bay right there.
Eagles looking like they're having great chemistry here tonight, as they're really communicating with each other, doing a lot of great stuff here tonight.
Definitely, they're moving the ball around a lot and getting open looks.
And joining us on courtside is Leah Sakakini. Leah?
Thanks, PJ. This is going to be an exciting game. Coach Reinhardt says that it will be a very highly anticipated. This is the opening round of the state playoffs. Eagles just came off from a CIF win, and let's get back to it.
Thanks, Leah, for that awesome sideline report right here as we get back to the action as the Santa Margarita Eagles lead 20-13 over the Mission Bay Buccaneers. Lots of exciting action here tonight. Pull up 3 by Mission. Wasn't able to get that one to fall. Hyman with a defensive rebound. No lead changes here tonight.
Yeah.
Not all leads are safe here as this is Division I basketball and anything can happen within 4 quarters.
We saw that in the Chino Hills game as well, with the Eagles down by 12, and with the Chino Hills down by 12, and the Eagles coming back to win it in overtime.
Pull up 3, couldn't get that one to fall. by Andre Scott right there.
Mission Bay's having a rough shooting night. They need to start getting the shots to fall now if they want to have any chance to come back against this Eagles team.
They really like those shots on the outside perimeter, as we've seen them take probably over 60% of their shots there tonight, and haven't been really able to capitalize off a lot of them.
For sure, it definitely shows where the team's mindset's at. They're definitely a shot-heavy team. They got some deadly shooting threats out there, but those shots will start to fall eventually, and then the game will start to pick up.
Kleiman with his own pull-up three right there, able to get that one to go. What a great shot by him.
Kleiman over 40% for three-pointers himself. It's a very good stat to have when you're a pure shooter like him.
Eagles now lead by 10 as they're up 23-13 over the Buccaneers. Kleiman leading the scoring as he's got 10 points. Mission Bay looking to get something going here and cut this big lead down. There's lots of ball movement and able to get that one to go as he's got an opportunity for a 4-point play.
That's amazing. 4-point plays, you just love to see them when you're a shooter. When you get fouled, when you hit that three like that, it's just an incredible feeling. And when you're an away team, it definitely just calms down the Eagles' nest right there, for sure.
Number 5, Boogie Ellis, going to the line right here as he comes in at 6'5", as he goes for his shot attempt, was able to capitalize on that 4-point play. That was a great way to cut the lead down to 6.
For sure, Boogie Ellis is taking over scoring right now for the Mission Bay Buccaneers. He has 15 points, so he's a key integral role of their offense.
That's crazy. He's got Kendall with his own shot. Great offensive rebound by Aldo as Max went up for a nice little dunk right there, but that didn't count.
Max showing off a little bit right there with the sky-high dunk of his own.
Yeah,
shot didn't count.
Trying to get the energy up a little bit.
Trying to get the style points, that's for sure.
Maybe would have scored a 50 in the NBA All-Star dunk contest, as we saw a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Eagles definitely felt that one, though. You could hear it in the crowd.
Yeah, lots of fun, lots of energy here in Moiso Pavilion tonight. Aldo Luis Ortiz was able to make his first free throw right there, giving the Eagles, increasing their lead 24-17 as he goes for his second shot right here. Nice. Good job by Aldo right there.
That's what you need from a player like Aldo. He may not get all the minutes, but he makes up for it with scrappy defense and incredibly consistent free throw shooting, like you see right there.
Definitely had a great offensive rebound, and that's why he was able to get to the line. Mission Bay able to capitalize right there on a nice little layup.
It seems like,
yeah, Mission Bay is definitely fighting, trying to stay in this game. They're not giving up. There's no signs of quitting here tonight. Kleiman with a 3, wasn't able to get that one to fall.
It seems like Boogie Ellis is staring down the Eagles' nest often whenever he makes a basket or does a defensive play.
Another huge three-pointer as the lead is now cut down to 3. And just like that, like we said, no lead is safe.
Yeah, the Eagles need to stop Boogie Ellis because all he's doing is just hitting those deep threes, and he's just abusing the Eagles right now.
He has 20 points. As Aldo Luis Ortiz comes up with the defensive rebound. Kendall, lots of speed. Couldn't get that ball to dump out.
That's the danger of Mission Bay right there. We see it with Boogie Ellis right there as he's hit multiple threes on the Eagles.
So earlier in the season, Mission Bay lost to Chino Hills, who Santa Margarita beat last Saturday, and definitely two different types of season of the year, but these two teams definitely rank up really well to each other.
For sure, they're two definitely very strong teams. You see a lot of weapons they have, as I'm talking a lot about Ronnie Ladding and Boogie Ellis, who's leading scoring right now for Mission Bay. The Eagles have weapons of their own, like Max, Jake, and Kendall McHugh. So both these teams are very powerful, and they match up very well with each other.
He has 20. Boogie Ellis has 20 of their 22 points. That's definitely something to put on the stat sheet.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just got to take over in these games.
Kendall McHugh was able to get the ball back on his missed free throw attempt, went for a three, couldn't get that one to go. The ball will stay on the Eagles side as his last touch by the Buccaneers.
Kendall seems a little upset with that one as it appears he got hit on that shot, but
thinks he should be going to the line as he got hit right there, and he'll be going to the line.
That was incredible. I don't know if you saw that, but Kendall McHugh bounced it off the back of one of the Mission Bay players and caught the ball as it was inbounds and drew that foul.
He's able to get a little inbound to himself in.
Yeah, you rarely see that, but that's exactly what you want to see. You love that stuff.
Yeah, defender had his back turned to him. Kendall gets to the line again. Barely able to get that one to fall.
Kendall's a very consistent free throw shooter, so maybe in the clutch when you need to make some fouls, just avoid fouling Kendall and Jake.
Kendall second in scoring here tonight as he has 7 points on the board as the Eagles lead 27-22. And we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. Kendall goes 2 for 2 on those pair of free throws right there as they go up by 6 now. As Boogie Ellis definitely trying to get something going for this Mission Bay's offense, as he technically is Mission Bay's offense.
For sure, he's tried to shove off Max right there, tried to get something, but Max has locked him up. And when you're locking him up like that, can't really score. So.
Great offense right there by Andre Scott as he is able to get that one inside the paint to go. Kendall over the Kyman in the Max. Max drives inside the paint, pull-up jumper. Couldn't get that one to fall.
Those shots are incredible, watching Max just float right there for a little short period of time.
As now we're in with 2, 28-26, as Santa Margarita will take a timeout here. It hasn't been this close since it was 3-0.
Definitely a good comeback coming in for the Mission Bay Buccaneers right there.
Here's an earlier replay, great assist by Jake right there as he is able to find Max for the dunk, and then Jake again on a nice outside three on the left-hand side. And then Boogie Ellis, Mission Bay's offense with a nice three right there. And then as you see again, lots of intensity here tonight. Eagles are playing with lots of intensity and lots of fight. So as Mission Bay, they've really kept the fight alive here tonight.
You can tell tensions are high between these two teams. Both teams already seem frustrated with each other. Boogie Ellis staring down the Eagles' nest frequently, and Eagles trying to just break through as fast as possible.
As Kyman will start on Eagles offense as he gets in, and Big Lee uses his size, wasn't able to get that one to fall, but will be going to the line.
This is his first time coming back in a while, so it's good to see him back.
Got to get their big man action going.
For sure, just so they can overpower the smaller size of the rest of the Mission Bay offense.
As Big Lee looks to increase the Eagles' lead, try and get 2 more points on the board. That was a nice free throw right there.
That's rare for Big Lee. He's not known for being the most consistent free throw shooter, and those swishes are rare for him.
Yeah, I had a nice little float on it.
For sure. Might have been working on it.
Yeah. Big Lee has came out of the game early, but he has really bounced back nicely as he was able to get that pair of free throws right there, increasing the Eagles' lead by 4.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've never seen Big Lee switch 2 free throws in a row.
Yeah, as Big Lee was able to score the final 2 baskets of the first quarter for SM, and now Eagles back on offense. Jake Kyman with a pull-up three on the left-hand side as he really likes that shot.
He is such a consistent threat by there. If you give him any sort of space right there, he would not hesitate to pull that up.
As Kyman, number 13, has 13 points on the board here tonight. Eagles lead 33-28 with 40 seconds left here to go in the second quarter before we go to halftime. Boogie Ellis trying to get that one to fall. Max over to Kendall. Kendall couldn't get that one inside. Eagles reset on offense. Celia Robbins here with the ball. And then now Kendall setting up at the top. here to close out this second quarter. Kendall getting things going for the Eagles offense. Max with a pull-up jumper, able to get that one to fall before we go to halftime here, as the Eagles will be leading 35-28 at halftime. We'll be back with an interview with Coach Reinhardt during halftime, right after this. Welcome back to Moiso Pavilion here tonight from that nice little commercial break right here, as we have Leia Sakakini with our very own Coach Reinhardt. Leia, take it away.
All right, thanks, PJ. I'm here with Coach Reinhardt. We are at halftime. How do you feel about our lead, Coach?
Well, we had an opportunity to have a bigger lead, but we let Boogie Ellis get going, and he's a heck of a player. He's going to Duke. It's going to take everybody to stop him. I think our shot selection, we shot it too quick, and I think we get better shots than the ones we're shooting.
All right, we kept our comeback. How do you feel for the second quarter, or the second half? How do you feel?
I feel good. I think we're out of foul trouble, and I think we have a good chance to take better shots and defend Boogie. We'll be able to talk about it. Maybe we'll have a better scheme coming out.
All right, congrats on the Division I title, by the way, and thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Leia, for that awesome sideline report here with Coach Reinhardt. As the Eagles lead 35-28, we will send you guys to a commercial break right here. We will have halftime highlights once we come back.
All right, guys, what's your plan? You need me to call you a ride?
I called the cab.
Great.
That's awesome.
Okay, ladies, what's your plan for tonight?
Oh, she's our DD.
Water. Good call.
So guys, what's up? What's your plan tonight, getting home?
I got a friend picking us up.
Perfect.
Do you guys have a plan on getting home tonight?
Yeah, we've got a plan.
Good.
See ya.
What's your plan to get home safe? Don't drink and drive.
That nice little commercial break here, as tonight the Santa Margarita Eagles lead 35-28 in Southern Section Division I basketball. Jake, lots of excitement and lots of fun here tonight. What are your thoughts on the game?
It's very exciting right now. We're finally starting to see those shots falling for both teams, from Jake Kyman and for Mission Bay, Boogie Ellis. So we're going to see more of that going into the second half, and I'm excited to see what happens.
As the Eagles got out to a really exciting start here with Jake Kyman, as he has 13 points on the board. They led 14-8, and Jake had a great second quarter, and it seemed like that Mission Bay was able to come back and kind of figure it out and get their offense going. As we know, Boogie Ellis has 20 of the 28 points for Mission Bay. So let's take a look at a couple of replays as Boogie Ellis drives inside the paint, gets a nice little shot right there going. And then Jake Kyman, what a lob to Max right there. And then Jake with another great shot right there. And Boogie
drawing that foul right there. That's absolutely incredible offense for Boogie right there.
And then Boogie with the ball right here, back on offense. As we've got lots of fun here tonight, and you know, Eagles Nest really came through. They've brought lots of intensity and energy. How important is it to have that Eagles Nest and that home court advantage?
Home court advantage plays a huge part in any basketball game. If you've played any sport for that matter, you would know that how important it is for the fans to be there cheering you on. You're saying your traditional chants, heckling the other team a little bit here and there. The Eagles Nest plays a huge part, and a critical part in the Eagles' success so far.
Yeah, lots of action going on here tonight, and we saw on the court a little bit of chippiness going on.
Oh, for sure.
And little push off. It seems like Mission Bay players are definitely frustrated with each other in some points, but they're sticking in this game.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely seeing some frustrations come through the teams. Hopefully this doesn't evolve into a full-out fight between each other, but we'll see what this chippiness leads to. Maybe it leads to better defense, offense, who knows?
Yeah, definitely for sure. But well, here tonight at the Moiso Pavilion, the Santa Margarita Eagles are leading 35-28 here at halftime. We will see you guys back right after this commercial break.
No, I don't know, though. I'm scared. I mean, you're so...
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
The Moiso Pavilion here at Santa Margarita Catholic High School as we have a fun, intense, and rapid action game here going as the Santa Margarita Eagles lead 35-28 here at halftime. Lots of fun going on. We're having fun for sure. And Eagles Nest has really brought the energy and lots of great ball movement, gameplay by both teams. As both teams look to make it on to the next round here in the CIF Southern Section Division I tournament. Eagles came off an exciting win last Saturday against Chino Hills. As we're here tonight, lots of fun. How you guys doing? Lots of fun here tonight. We're excited to be here, and we're definitely having a lot of fun. It's been definitely a wild ride going.
For sure. We've definitely seen a back and forth between these two teams in offensive shooting and defensive strength, and I can't wait to see what happens in the second half, personally.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to be here. We're definitely excited for the second half. I can't wait to see what's going to happen between these two teams. What's going to be the Eagles' biggest key to keeping their lead going throughout the second half?
Well, for me, I've noticed in the first half Mission Bay's been running this insane press. This is how Max got his first lob and how a bunch of scores from Kendall to Big Lee have happened. So if the Eagles can continue to break that press, we should see tons of scoring if that is the Mission Bay continues to run that press.
And then for the opposite side, what is the Buccaneers' biggest go-to for them in this second half?
Well, the Buccaneers' biggest go-to is they've already done a good job of stopping Max. He's only got 6 points right now. The next option would be to stop Kendall and Jake somehow, because Kendall's getting all the assists, creating all the shots, while Jake is scoring all the threes. So they need to stop those two guys.
So right here, the Eagles lead 35-28. Lots of fun here tonight, and we will see you guys back in a second after this little short notice.
Hey, loser.
Leave me alone.
When a child shares hurtful comments online, that's bullying. Visit erasebullying.ca to learn how to help your child stand up to cyberbullying.
TV 2.0 sports special here at Moiso Pavilion as the Santa Margarita Catholic High School boys basketball team leads here tonight 35-28 over the Mission Bay Buccaneers. Lots of fun here tonight, lots of intensity as the Eagles get ready to warm up for the second half. we're excited to be here. We're excited to see the second half. Each team's looking to move on in this CIF Boys Basketball Division I tournament. This is the first round. Whoever wins will play Thursday, and then if they win that, go on and they'll play Saturday for the state championship.
Up at Sacramento too. It should be a huge showing for the Eagles or whoever makes it up into that area. So I'm excited to see where these playoffs take the team.
It'd be great to see the Eagles make it that far, as they had a little bit of a struggle during the regular season, but once you get the league and you get to the playoffs, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Part of that strugglesome record comes from playing tough teams such as Bishop Gorman and Oak Hill and other teams from outside of California. But the Eagles have just been showing these other teams in the tournaments that they can compete, and they're a real threat, especially with the deadly trio, the deadly big five that is the Eagles of Kendall, Max, Jake, Bigley, and CeeLo.
Jacob, do you think that what Coach Reiner did in the first quarter, especially, is he was getting his starting five lots of rest? Do you think he's gonna take that same approach in this second half?
I think so. Coach Reiner tends to stay consistent. When he comes up with a game plan, he doesn't really stray far away from it. So we should definitely see more substitutions. And it's been working for the Eagles. They still have a comfortable lead right now, and we should definitely see more subs.
CeeLo Robbins inbounds the ball to Kendall McHugh. As we get things going here in this second half, Jake Kyman with a nice, great shot right there. Pull-up jumper inside the paint. Was able to get a little fade off that too.
Jake Kyman's good at that, getting with all the people in front of him, all the crowd. He doesn't care. He's just always ready to shoot.
As he's the leading scorer with 15 points here tonight. That outside three that Mission Bay keeps taking, but they're able to capitalize off the offensive rebound.
Yeah, that was
with their big man.
Yeah, that was Ronnie Lotting right there. He just overpowered Jake. You can see he's a bit bulkier than Jake, so.
Yeah, definitely beats him on the weight factor. Jake is a little bit taller than him. For sure. Kendall inbounds the ball to Jake. Top of the key. Here we go as the Eagles get things going. Kendall with the ball right here as he drives inside the paint. Dumps it in the Big Lee. Big Lee with the left-handed little hook right there as he was able to get that one to fall. Eagles now leading by 9.
The unblockable shot from Big Lee right there. That old left-handed hook we've seen so many times.
And they've already got Mission Bay calling a timeout so early.
Looks like Boogie Ellis is limping there a little bit.
Yeah, we saw that right here.
Yeah, he was limping over to the Mission Bay bench.
Looked like he was stretching inside that little huddle right there as Coach Reinhardt coming up with a little bit of discussing with his team and sticking to the game plan. Been a really solid one for the Eagles tonight.
For sure. Getting all those subs in is definitely giving the starters more rest. And you can see it right there. They don't look as tired as they normally do, so that should help. We should see more exciting plays from this team.
Yeah, as that's what we're here for tonight. All the excitement, all the exciting plays, as we've seen plenty tonight. Mission Bay back on offense as they look to get things going here. Number 2. Andre Scott gets the ball around. If Santa Margarita is able to pull out a win here tonight, they will play here at home on Thursdays. And what we've talked about so many times is how important home court advantage is.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the strong Eagles nest that the Eagles have. It's always very important to get that home court advantage.
Yeah, that would be huge for the Eagles as they look to go for that CIF state championship. As here we got a replay for you guys as they were able to get inside the paint and a nice right-handed little shot right there.
Yeah, that was Andre Scott right there. We should be able to see more from him like that. Let's give him the space.
Buccaneers back on offense with the ball right here as they're down by 7. And they're trying to get something going on offense. JD. I'm
starting to notice with Mission Bay that they're trying to give the ball more to Andre Scott, as we've already seen him try to attack the middle a couple times now. We saw it there, and Ryan Lodding's also playing a big role as he scored big right there.
Turnover by the Eagles right there as the ball went out on Kendall. Can't have those tonight.
Yeah, you can't have passes like that where you give the fans the ball, throwing it into the stands like that. Those are just sloppy passes, and the Eagles really need to work on tightening that up.
Maybe give the fans the ball at the end of the game if they pull off a win.
A little souvenir.
Big Lee was able to come up with a nice offensive rebound, but got a little bit sloppy on the throw as the ball would go out on Mission Bay. Eagles looked to inbound the ball. Kendall McHugh, as he gets it into Jake Kyman. Jake over the Max, dumps it over to Sela. Sela back the Max, inside the Big Lee. And a nice spin move right there, but the ball didn't bounce his way as Mission Bay comes up with the defensive rebound. Pop out in the Andre. Andre with a pull-up jumper. Couldn't get that one to fall. Nice defensive rebound by Kendall. Kendall swerving through players. Gets blocked right there. Huge block.
Oh, that's just incredible. That was great athletic ability by Kendall. Tried to get an open look, but that was just an explosive block right there.
That's the size that Mission Bay has against Kendall.
For sure.
Big Lee couldn't get that one to fall. Didn't seem like that was the greatest shot to take.
Big Lee's getting some good looks. He's definitely getting down in there. That's not a bad look for him, but you can tell Coach Ryan's a little frustrated right now with Big Lee. He does not like it when he doesn't score inside, but
yeah, that was a long, far out three by the Buccaneers right there.
We've seen them take it before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they made a couple.
Yeah, that would be their deadliest weapon if they're able to knock down those shots right there. Crowd not happy on the call right there.
Yeah, for sure. It looked like I don't even know what happened there really.
As we saw, that was a huge block by the Buccaneers over Kendall as they're now on offense. And we got Andre Scott with the ball right here. As they've got some good ball handling skills as the ball gets caught away from them. Max with another huge dunk right there, as we saw that one time here before tonight.
That's his third slam now. He's been showing off for this Eagles nest going into these playoffs right here. That was a ferocious one too. We can hear it from all the way over here.
Trying to get some highlights for the highlight reel at the end of the year.
Jake Blazona diving right there for the ball.
We're able to pay for it. That was a great answer by Mission Hills.
Yeah, the lefty Jay Norton right there scoring it right there. They need to be careful if he takes it left hand.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Wide open look. Sela Robbins with his first shot attempt of the night. Couldn't get that one to fall. And a nice little tussle right there going.
Wow. Sela almost got the shooter's bounce on that jump shot right there. But
yeah.
Do it.
As we get a jump ball right there.
That was a great play by Jake trying to fight for the ball as he did. It doesn't matter if he hit the ground. He's still got the jump ball, and that's just what we need.
The ref will go over get a Gatorade towel and wipe off the floor.
So the players don't slip on the sweat stain probably left on the ground.
Don't want injuries here tonight.
No.
As Andre Scott will inbound the ball for Mission Bay. Gets it into their leading scorer, number 5, Boogie Ellis. As he gets it back over to Andre. Andre drives inside the paint, pass over. Couldn't get that one to fall. Jake Blazona with the rebound over the Kyman. Kyman caused the foul right there, and number 4 on Mission Hill is a little bit of frustration with that call.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you just can't fight what these refs give you. But I noticed earlier that Jake Blazona, the smallest guy in the court right now, getting that defensive rebound.
Defensive rebounds, yeah.
You'll love to see that.
That's just great hustle.
This shows the fight the kid puts in.
Yeah.
He's going to be a great player here in a couple of years.
Yes, sophomore, still has 2 years left here at Santa Margarita. getting lots of great varsity basketball experience.
For sure, and he's such a great kid too. If you see him around the halls, he's so nice and charismatic, always smiling.
Definitely showing off that Caritas Christi that the Santa Margaritas portray here. And right there, Jake Hyman with a nice three-pointer right there as he's now leading with 18 points.
Mission Bay's been unable to stop him, unable to shut him down as he's got 18, comparable to on Mission Bay Boogie Ellis own 20.
Eagles crowd trying to get these Eagles fired up as they're chanting defense over there. And Mission Bay trying to get something going. As a pull-up outside, couldn't get that shot to go. As they've been struggling as what it seems like their go-to shot.
It seems like he was hesitating with that one. I heard the Eagles Nest say, shoot that one.
Oh my gosh, what a great move by Max right there.
That's incredible with that insane crossover, causing that to go the other direction, and Max with the deadly three-pointer.
2 back-to-back threes by the Eagles offense as Mission Bay is able to respond right there by Boogie Ellis. And Max with the ball right here as his pass is deflected, and it goes out on Mission Bay. Sloppy basketball right there.
Yeah, it looks like the Eagles are definitely trying to get to him.
Yeah, here's that three by Kyman, just a great shot, and then another Max with the crossover before that, which led up for a great step back.
Yeah, the Eagles are just on an unstoppable run right now. They cannot be stopped with an 8-point lead right now.
Jake Blazona commanding the offense right here as they're trying to keep their intensity and their heat going. Reach and foul by Mission Bay's very own Boogie Ellis, as he's been huge for their offense tonight with 22 points.
That's the 3rd foul for Boogie Ellis. He's got to start being careful.
Yeah, can't have your leading scorer foul out tonight.
For sure.
As he's only had 2 points though. He had 20 points in the first half, but 2 points here in the second half, as we've got 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And continues the Mission Bay playing very aggressive.
Very scrappy defense right there. They're just not letting Jake Blazona get anything right there.
Definitely posting up on Jake's size, trying to take advantage of him. We go back and we think about how Mission Bay was able to fight their way back here in that 2nd quarter. Jake, do you think they could do that again here?
It's very, very possible that could happen. Like you said earlier, not any lead is never safe. So we can very easily see a comeback right there, especially if Boogie Ellis decides to go off again.
Great pull-up jump shot as Max was able to get the shooter's bounce right there for that to go in. Now the Eagles lead by 10, 49-39 over Mission Bay.
Eagles are still keeping the momentum strong in their favor. They got a 10-point lead going with 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter.
They definitely want to keep that up. A nice little right-handed hook as Jake inside the Max. Max with the, couldn't get that one to fall, but will get the foul.
Yeah, Ronnie Lading did not want Max to get that dunk that he wanted, so Max just took the foul where he could.
But is it still good for him to be going to the line? I mean, he's a great free throw shooter.
Yes, free throws are always very important, no matter how far ahead you are. Again, no lead is safe, and Max is a very consistent free throw shooter, so free throws definitely help this team.
But we saw right there, he missed that first one.
Sometimes you get unlucky with free throws, you know. He's not Jake Kyman where he's shooting 90% for the free throw line, but he's still incredibly consistent, so I wouldn't fret about that.
Tyler Hanna checks in for the Eagles, and Max shoots his 2nd free throw. Couldn't get that one to fall either.
That's very worrisome for the Eagles right there. 2 big free throws by Max right there missed, so.
Definitely don't want to keep that going.
For sure.
Pull-up 3 by Mission Bay as that goes airballed. Couldn't get that backsided layup to go in, but number 15 uses his size. Yeah, really aggressive.
Yeah, Eagles just tantalizing. The Eagles Nest just tantalizing DJ Ralston right there for airballing that NBA range 3. Yeah. That's what this home crowd of the SM does to you.
Mission Bay looking to get something, cut this lead down from Jake Blazona What great defense. As he gets it in the Max, as the ball will stay on the Eagles side. Great defense by Bozzona right there.
Oh, it's just what you want to see from your point guard, just that scrappy, die-for-the-ground defense.
Like we said, lots of hustle, lots of enthusiasm showing from Jake.
For sure, that's what wins you games. Looks like the ref's discussing something over here. At least a call maybe of who gets the ball last.
We have inside 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. As until we go into the fourth quarter, Kendall McHugh checks back in for Aldo Luis Ortiz.
Eagles are definitely going to want this last shot right here. As that'll definitely shift the momentum even farther in their favor.
Able to get it back to the top of the key with Max. Max commanding the offense as he gets over the Kendall and then goes over to Jake Kyman. Kyman counting down the seconds with 14 left on the clock. Here we go with 10. And looks like he wants to take that last shot, and he does. And what a great three by Jake. Huge three-point shot right there.
That was very, very deep by Jake Kyman. He's practicing for college when the three-point line gets stepped back a little farther back.
As he's going to UCLA.
For sure.
They gives the Eagles an 11-point lead here to close out that third quarter. As we see right here, Jake, he counted down those seconds and was able to get the look he wanted. Deep three, probably about 5 feet out from the three-point line.
Just shows you his incredible shooting potential. He's such a threat for this Eagles team, and Mission Bay is definitely not going to be happy about that. It's going to shift the momentum for the Eagles drastically in their favor.
Was the Eagles lead 52-41. We're heading to the fourth quarter. We will be back right after this. Here as the Santa Margarita Eagles lead 52-41 over Mission Bay. We had a huge three-quarter by Jake Kyman right there to end that quarter. He had a huge three-pointer. Do you think they're going to carry that momentum over into this fourth quarter?
Absolutely. When you get a buzzer beater shot like Jake Kyman did, super far back behind the three-point line, that's all you can do. Just keep that momentum up, and it just demoralizes the other team.
Still have Jake Bozzona out there and Tyler Hanna, and then we got Max on the court and Kendall, and of course the great player Jake Kyman, but the Eagles turn it over on offense right here.
That's a sloppy pass from Kendall. Went to the wrong hand for Tyler.
Three-point shot missed right there. Great pass by, another turnover by the Eagles right there. As it was a sharp pass from Kendall to Max.
They're looking very sloppy going into this fourth quarter, which is very shocking. You don't usually see that from the Eagles.
Yeah. Couldn't get that one to fall.
It almost looked like Ronnie Louding right there tried to get a charge on his own player.
Yeah. Kendall couldn't get that one to go. Lots of fast break points as a huge miss dunk by, oh my gosh, got the Eagles nest all fired up right there.
Hit the ref too. Goodness.
That ball stayed in bounds after it hit the ref. And then he's able to make up for it right there.
The and one. He tried to show off himself with a dunk of his own, but it didn't work out.
Definitely is right here, as you see. Barely missed that.
Just didn't get enough elevation, but he's a great player.
Yeah. As he goes to the line for that and one right here. He's able to get that three-point play.
At least he got that. At least he got the three-point play. That's big for them, especially now that the Eagles have had 2 straight turnovers in a row.
Yeah. Let's see if the Eagles offense can reset and get some points on the board. Oh, pull-up three by Jake got that one to go too, and he is on fire this quarter with 24 points.
That's a heat check right there. Just seeing if this fire's continuing.
Yeah.
He's absolutely ridiculous right now. He's got 24 right now.
Leading the Eagles with 24 points as the Eagles Nest chanting, "You can't guard him," and that's not an understatement.
That's true. They have not been able to stop Jake Kyman at all so far in the second half. So,
as we talked about the keys at the beginning of the game, that Jake and Max had to be the leading scorers and had to be on the top of their game as Jake leads with 24 points and Max right behind him with 13 and that's why they've got this 11-point lead.
Absolutely.
As we've got a full turnout for the Eagles Nest here tonight. Lots of spirit and enthusiasm here tonight, and Eagles Nest was rewarded back in the first couple of weeks of the season for the best supporting crowd.
You love to see it, all the fans showing support for our team.
And a great defense by Max. Jake Mazzona marching down to the court. Inside the Tyler Hanna, back out the Max. Max with a pull-up three of his own. Couldn't get that one to fall, though.
Very close. He hit back iron, which is very good. Very close.
Great accuracy. Just not good enough. There's a quick foul right there.
They're definitely trying to get it into Ronnie Lattimore.
We got a great shot by Kyman right there on that basket. Really going good for him as he is on fire tonight. Kyman back.
There's Savon Davis right
over
there.
to Jake.
Layup.
And then inside the Kendall. Kendall pull up. Weird shot right there, but Tyler Hanna with the defensive rebound. Jake with another shot. Gets that one to fall.
They say no good.
But no good.
Yeah. That wasn't a weird angle by Kendall. Kendall was just trying to draw the foul right there.
Yeah, try and get to the line.
For sure. Looks like Mission Bay called the timeout before Kyman made that three.
Eagles looking to cook something up.
Absolutely. We're definitely seeing that momentum from the third quarter staying strong for them as they have an 11-point lead right now.
Eagles lead 55-44 with 5 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Eagles looking to make it on to Thursday to the second round of this CIF Boys Basketball Division I tournament. And if they win that, they'll take it to the state championship in Sacramento.
That's crazy. There's not a lot of teams that make it to that point, only 2, so Sacramento is going to be a huge occasion for these Eagles. They'll really prove the worth and this legacy that this team has made so far in these playoffs and throughout this whole season.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And from your standpoint, do you think a lot of the Eagles Nest would travel out there?
I'm certain they will. We've seen it before. They've traveled great distances, such as Servite and Anaheim and Mater Dei and Santa Ana. I'm sure Sacramento's not that big of a stretch for them.
Chino Hills last Saturday.
Chino Hills,
or
you're
over
right.
the Cal Baptist.
You're right. Sacramento, though, might be the greatest distance they've traveled, but I think it's all worth it for the championship.
Yeah, for sure. As Eagles start inbound from Jake right there. Inside the Tyler Hanna. Tyler Hanna with a nice little right-handed layup as he gets his first points of the night.
Tyler Hanna's a big threat for the Eagles. Don't sleep on him. He's got a great shot and he's a great player.
Definitely getting his minutes worth it.
Absolutely.
As the Eagles now have a 13-point lead. Dump out three-pointer. And is able to get that one to fall.
I'm seeing Max starting to guard number 5, Boogie Ellis, because he's definitely their biggest threat right there.
Boogie definitely not having as big as the second half as he did in first half. A little roundabout on the right hand and a little hookup by Max right there. Couldn't get that one to fall. Mission Bay back on offense, taking lots of threes to try and cut this lead.
I think Boogie Ellis isn't being as efficient as he is on offense.
Pass underneath from Mazzona to Tyler Hanna. And then this 3-point shot by number 21 for the Buccaneers as he was able to cut the lead down to 10. As we lie here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. Santa Margarita Eagles lead 57-47.
Yeah, as I was saying, I don't think Boogie Ellis is scoring as much as he was in the first half just because of how Max is guarding him. Very up close.
Airballed that one right there. And back over the Max. Max able to get in and get a pump fake. Incredible fake. Boogie Ellis kind of shaken up after the last 2 plays right there, grabbing his gut.
Clutching his stomach, yeah, that can't be good.
We'll see what happens with him. He still looks like he's in a little bit of pain.
He's tough. Remember, he was limping earlier, so.
Tonight, you guys are watching Eagle TV 2.0 Sports. Glad you guys can watch us, and thank you for tuning in to your iPads, computers, iPhones, whatever you have from your couch here at home. We're excited, and thank you guys for doing it as Mission Bay takes a pull-out 3 from the left side corner right there. As Max back on offense, 3.5 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter as Jake Kyman, leading scorer for the Eagles, doesn't get a no shot right there. We will be talking to Jake Kyman here after the game.
Jake Kyman at the free throw line right there. He did not look happy when the shot wasn't counted.
He really wanted that shot.
Yeah, he's just trying to add to his stats a little bit more, but he hopefully should with these 2 free throws. He's a 90% free throw shooter.
Yeah, still in with 24 points here tonight. As Kendall just checked out of the game.
Let's see if he makes these 2 free throws right here.
But like we said, no lead is safe. Still plenty of time here in this fourth quarter.
Absolutely. I've seen crazier changes happen.
Yeah, definitely. He's able to make his first one right there.
As I said multiple times, Jake Kyman, a 90% free throw shooter, over 90%, so those are almost automatic.
UCLA is definitely lucky to have him. Kyman has definitely seemed like he's been, especially over these last 2 games, he has played his best basketball of the year.
He's played incredible all throughout the season, but like you said, especially in these last 2 games, he's just been absolutely dominating, scoring when he can, even when he doesn't score a lot. Like in the Chino game when he only scored 15, he's played incredibly well.
Sela. Eagles back on offense, killing a little bit of clock time.
Just running in motion to chew that clock a little bit.
Great shot by Big Lee right there as he increases the Eagles' lead. And Mission Hill is back on offense right here. A huge 3-pointer by number 3.
Savon Davis.
Yeah, not backing down. Still a 13-point lead for the Eagles though. Sela over the rim, over the Jake Bozzona.
Trying to go for a trick pass right there?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call it that.
Yeah, hit that one. Yeah, that one went right off the backboard.
I don't know if that was intentional, but
3-pointer out on the Eagles. As Mission Bay will inbound the ball right here. Gets it inside. Sela with some nice defense right there. As Jake Kyman with the ball right here, killing some clock time. Great great as we have a 13-point lead here with 1:35. Great season and great game and great effort by the Mission Bay boys basketball team. Their Marshawn Cherry as the head coach of Mission Bay has done great job with this team this year, and best of luck to them on next year's season.
Absolutely, they're an incredibly talented team, and I'm excited to see where Marshawn Cherry and the Mission Bay Buccaneers go from here.
Yeah, a lot, definitely a great year that they put out to make it here to the CIF Division I tournament for the first round. Played against a really tough Santa Margarita Eagles team as Big Lee goes for a free throw right there, and look at that again. We rarely see that.
I'm serious.
This is how Big Lee got to the free throw line, got fouled on that two-handed little shot put up right there.
A quick and one right there. I'm serious. I don't see Big Lee switch a lot of free throws a lot. Maybe it's luck. Maybe he's been practicing. I don't know, but I'm glad to see him hitting those.
Little shot tip off by Jake right there as Sela looks to collect some time off the clock right here.
Just moving the ball around, trying to get it away from the defenders.
Yeah. Max with a nice right-handed layup drive inside the paint right there.
It's almost another explosive slam by him, but he just finished that with a nice soft right-hand layup.
Mission Hills calling a timeout right there. We got 48.5 seconds left here on the clock. Lots of intensity here tonight as Mission Bay has put on a great fight against the Santa Margarita Eagles. Eagles up by 18 points here in Moiso Pavilion. Here's the play that you guys saw right before. A nice little layup by Max right off the flick of the
wrist, right?
Flick of the wrist, yeah.
I love watching those. It just looks like he's floating in the air.
It seems so
he can get as close as he can to the basket.
It seems so like effortless for him, you know. It was just a nice little touch.
When you're 6'8" and have the athletic ability he did, it's almost like nothing for him. So
yeah.
USC got an amazing talent with him for sure.
As a comeback from the timeout right there, Eagles look to close out this game with 48.5 seconds left on the clock. Eagles up 68-50. As Boogie Ellis, their leading scorer for tonight. Another three-point shot quick right off the bat.
Tom Zhang get the rebound right there.
Tom Zhang with the rebound over the Sela. Sela with a little bit of a wild pass right there, but once again, Eagles will be back here Thursday night. Super excited for that. Gonna be lots of fun.
It's gonna be absolutely great. We know the Nest will show up for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Bringing their high energy that the Eagles need.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna need a full Nest.
There's Tom Zhang, Courtney Shan, and Paula right there.
All subbed in for the Eagles for these last couple of seconds left on the clock. The three-point shot taken, Tom Zhang with the rebound. As Jake Blazona, who played great tonight, really scrappy defense and offense, and definitely was a good playmaker for the Eagles. As we close out tonight, the Eagles will go on to play Thursday night here at Moiso Pavilion. Gonna be lots of fun. That was a great game.
Yes, exciting all the way through. Great offensive showcase for both teams.
Yeah, Mission Bay put up a great fight against these Eagles. Eagles were able to come away with the win tonight. Lots of fun, and Eagles Nest really brought the energy out here tonight.
For sure.
Excited to see who the Eagles will end up facing on Thursday, and if they can win from there on out, they go to the state championship up in Sacramento.
Sacramento.
That's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be very exciting.
Yeah, not to jump the gun or anything. Still got to take one game at a time.
Absolutely.
But a little bit of highlights from tonight as Big Lee was able to get to the line on that one, and then Max with that nice little finger roll off using his height and get inside the paint on that one. and Eagles were able to come off of a win 68-50, as we have Jake Kyman, our leading scorer for the Eagles tonight, and Leia Sakakini is standing by with him. Here you go, Leia.
Thanks, PJ. I'm here with Jake Kyman after our game tonight, 68-50. How do you feel?
Pretty good. I mean, we got a good win, so we got to come back ready Thursday and get another one.
All right, you were pretty hot tonight with lots of threes, so what are you expecting for the next game?
We just got to come out strong, come out hard. I mean, whoever we play, we just got to come out and just bring it to them.
All right, congratulations on your CIF win. What are you going to do for the next game?
We got to prepare the same way, just come out, hustle, guard their guys, the best players, and then just keep working.
All right, you having fun tonight?
Of course. I mean, who wouldn't? It's basketball, so.
All right, you're playing amazing, so have a great night.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leah, for that awesome keeping us updated tonight. We had a great broadcast tonight, great game tonight, and we just want to say special thanks to Leia Sakakini, who you just saw as our reporter, Donnie Oriana, as he directed our show tonight. We had Gianna Memo, Katie Reed, Jane Pazuski, Natalie Von Gerke, McKenna Bradley. We had Paul Higgins, Mike Curris, David Espinoza, and Clara Delane, all working on ETV 2.0's sets tonight. Once again, the final score was 68-50. On behalf of Jacob Ashley, I'm Preston Higgins. Thank you so much, Santa Margarita, for watching. We will see you guys on Thursday night.